Hi everybody. I should probably make this in the morning, but I'm deciding to go ahead and make it. Howdy. Howdy, folks. I hate making videos at this time of day because, like, for some reason, even though the picture quality is notably up in terms of brightness, the video quality isn't up in terms of being notably brighter. Like, the camera, whenever I'm trying to record a video, the brightness goes down. I don't know why for some reason, but the picture quality is okay. Okay. It's brighter. Anyways, I am here to officially say, some of you may have heard me tease at the end of the Teapot 23 reaction, which go check that out, that I, would be going to one of the tours. Yeah, I will be, having a very eventful, July. It will be the second full week of July, where, on the second full week of July, on the second full week of July's Saturday, aka the 18th, I will be going on a trip. I will be going on two, actually. So let me explain. I don't exactly remember, but basically this is what I'm thinking will happen. So, I will be going to the Atlanta BFDI, the Atlanta tour for the BFDI Extended Mid-City 2026 tour. There was a question. There wasn't a question, but this is just a question that I don't know, questions that nobody asked, but I'm going to answer anyways because I came up with it. Will I be going to the 2027 tour? Yes. Am I legally allowed to say why? It's not because it's illegal or anything necessarily. It's just that I don't want a certain someone to know why, because I don't want him to not go to the tour. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go next year because at one point, Carrie, there's a low chance he sees this. Carrie just will probably not, Carrie will not be showing up to the Atlanta tour. In fact, he literally is only not showing up to 3. I'm a little bit more forgiving about Carrie because I thought it was like half and half that he wasn't going to. He's literally only not going to 3 tours. I really do feel like that personally. I love you, Carrie, and I know you have life problems because in the video where I found out which one specifically he's not going to, besides mine, obviously, which I already knew about because of my mom being on Instagram a lot and seeing the cast. Let's just say that, Carrie will not be there because of life problems, but I feel like Carrie not going to Chicago for a second year in a row, by the way, is absurd. And also not going to mine for a second year in a row that I go to. Next year, Carrie, I so swear to God, Carrie, I don't give 2 bucks. What you say? Oh God, this video's not gonna have any comments. I don't give 2 buck fricks. What you say, bro? Please go to Atlanta or Chicago if they are there next year, and those 2 better be on there for lists. One of the 2, because next year I'm not going on the second trip, so I'll be perfectly fine most likely. And plus, if you do the same schedule, I'll probably, because Chicago is like later on in August. Well, actually, no, that means I wouldn't be fine because the next 2 years for school of mine will start pretty early in August. I'll explain in a minute. Anyways, basically, TLDR, Carrie's not going, so there is a very good chance, yes, that I will most definitely be going to the 2027 tour. Basically, my parents said that we could make this a thing. As long as we have the same funds we have right now, then we could probably make this happen. As long as we have more than we currently do, or as long as we have about around the same that we do, or only a little bit less than what we do currently, then we can keep on doing this as a thing. So, yeah. My goal is to basically try my best to keep on doing this over the next 2 years at least. And see if I cannot get Carrie to be at one of the tours that I'm at. Surely, at least he'll come to Chicago next year. Like, I mean, like, he's got to go to Atlanta or Chicago one of these years. Anyways, I have been yapping about that for way too long. Let me tell you about the stuff. This is the part that really matters. So basically, on the 18th, we are going to be leaving for Atlanta. That's going to be like an 8-hour drive with like 2 stops for gas and lunch, probably. Then, I don't know exactly when we'll get there, but we'll get there before around dinner-ish. So it'll be like, maybe like late afternoon-ish. About around that time. Like, at a point where like, you know, like, it's like, oh, we should probably chill time. But, yeah. But basically, also, we will then chill at the Airbnb that we are going to be at for Atlanta. Then, the next day, I will go to the tour with my friend Derek. That is that. Hey, you know it. Might go a little bit earlier so that we could do something together. Or we might do something the day before. I'm not quite sure yet. But he said he wanted to do something before the tour. So, yeah. Just don't really have any idea on when. I mean, kind of, but we don't have an exact date. And of what it will be. But somewhere before the tour, maybe after the tour, who knows. But at some point. But most likely before the tour. So, yeah, we at least know that much. Anyways. So then so then we'll go to the tour, then we'll do all that stuff, blah, 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 then we'll go home, Beijing, chill for probably the rest of the day, so that will be the 19th, and then on the 20th, we will have a full day of just doing whatever we want. We'll just stay there for one more day on the 20th, and just do whatever we want in Atlanta. Then, the 21st will be, will be the day that we go back. We'll drive 8 hours back with probably same schedule of only stopping for gas and lunch, and we'll get there about around probably the same time. I'm assuming, since I don't think there will be much of a difference. Back to our house. I'm going to assume so, and then we will unpack. Do some laundry, and then Beijing chill for the rest of that night because we'll most likely be tired by then. But then, guess what? The second trip. Literally, like, okay, it's not the same day after, but it is literally like 2 days. So we're on the 21st, where we get home kind of like late afternoonish. Then we skip to the 22nd. It is literally like 2 days after the 22nd, aka 23rd, 24th. The next trip is on the 20th. Actually, no, it's on the 23rd. I think. Yeah, I think so. So, then that following day on the... Wait. Yeah. On the 23rd, I believe, we will then, pack our stuff up again, and then, you know, we'll still Beijing chill there for the rest of the day, of course, but we'll be packing up for the second trip, which is a family reunion for my dad's side, 2nd year in a row. By the way, we are doing the exact same events that we did last year, yet it's way more hype for me. Anyways, so then, the following day on the 23rd, we will be going on what my parents are assuming to be a 4-hour-ish flight to Oregon. Then we'll get there and we'll be there for like what, 3 to 4 days. So no, 3 days. 24th, 25th, 26th, maybe 27th. So I think a max of the 27th. So basically, over the span of July 18th, and then we'll get home like probably the 27th or the 28th. So basically, over the span of July 18th to the 28th, basically over a 10-day span, I am asking you guys to please not ask for uploads and where I might be. That is the maximum span. It might be a little bit less, and I'll say otherwise. I'll say whenever I get back. I will take photos and videos, but I will probably only upload like a few videos and shorts. Like probably only like one video for Oregon. Maybe a few, who knows. But like probably not many videos whenever I get to Oregon, let's say. And then I'll only upload like a couple, maybe, for the tour. But I will try my best to get a lot of videos in for each place and a lot of pictures, and I'll try to post to somewhat. But I just want to mention I will probably not be dealing with my channel too much, nor be online on Discord too much over that span. Because those, apart from the only exceptions to that is the 22nd. That will be the one day where I will make an exception to that. But yeah, the 22nd is the only exception in the span of days that I just mentioned, where I will probably be off and on. In fact, I might not even be on Discord because, like, the stress of camps, like, I don't want that to ruin my experience, y'all. And for anybody who does not know, I'm in a lot of camps. So, yeah, I also don't want the stress of YouTube to stress me out or the stress of any other Discord-related thing to stress me out. I will still obviously use social media, y'all. Just probably, like, you know, like, just like watching YouTube videos. That will probably be the only thing that I'll do. So, yeah, that'll probably be the only thing I'll use social media for. Maybe, like, a few people I'll talk with on Discord, but, just note, I probably will put DNI UC, which means don't interact unless close. Note, I'm not having a problem, I'm not having a bad life, just simply I probably won't respond to you for a long time. I mean, look, if I check Discord, I probably will, but, like, basically, I probably won't check Discord as often. I may still, it's just kind of iffy, like, I just may not check it as often over those periods of time. So, yeah, just TLDR for this whole video, July 18th through the 28th, minimal to maximum, like, you know, that's the maximum. I'll probably, with the exception of the 23rd, over that span of days, possibly not that much on social media, Discord and YouTube. Well, at least I won't upload much, besides a few things. Anyways, so yeah, that's really all that I just have to say. So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video of me explaining this, but yeah, with that in mind, see y'all later, bye!